And I'm super, super excited to have the opportunity to present your next speaker today. Now, I've had the honor, the privilege to get to know Pavan over the last year and a half or so. I've traveled to different states with him. I've seen him give this presentation time and time again. And I've seen the reaction of the folks sitting in the audience. Y'all ready to make some money today? Man, if Pavan comes up here and tells you one thing that can make you an extra $10, $15, $20,000 in commission, you guys be okay with that? Yeah, man. And I promise you it's going to be a lot more than that. Not only have I gotten to know Pavan as a friend in the industry, I have been a product of his invention. So I use the tools that he's going to be presenting to you, known as Angel AI. Just blown away with the opportunity to present them today. And so, with no further delay, a gentleman who's been on Fox Business, who's been interviewed time and time again over this AI technology, someone who is absolutely changing the game on a daily basis, someone who put together an AI technology to act as your assistant and help you generate more business with the people that you don't even think about calling. You guys know that list you have in your CRM? The one that's just sitting there that you haven't talked to in a while, right? Pavan's going to come up here and he's going to show you how to turn that into dollars. Does that make sense? Yeah. Let's go. He even had the opportunity to interview presidential hopeful Vivek Ramaswamy. I was on that too. It was amazing. Who knows? He could be, vice president soon. I don't know. I'm just talking. And so with no further delay, Mr. Pavan Agarwal, CEO of Selligence and Angel AI. Give him a round of applause. Here you go.
David, thank you for such a generous introduction. Who wants to make money, like right now?
Yes. Yes, please.
Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make money. Today, you will definitely walk out of this room with cash. I always have a problem with these clickers. They say I'm a tech person. All right, so that QR code is my Instagram handle. Click it, connect, follow me. This is all you got to do to make a few $100s cash. Follow me, send me a DM with your contact information. So you got to follow me, send me a DM with your contact information, and you will receive money in the mail. Okay, the first 20 will get $500. And then the next 20 and the next 20 and so forth, then it'll go down from $500 to $10. So do it fast. Don't forget. Everyone will get something. Everyone's going to get cash. All right, but do it fast. I'm going to bring this QR code up. I'm going to bring this QR code up a few more times. All right, and don't forget, I'm going to need your name, phone number, email address, and your mailing address. That's where you'll get the check. So, all right. So once you DM me, then you're going to get the first 20 to DM me will get a check. All right, and the next 20, well, everyone's going to get a check. Just the amount, $500 for the first 20. And don't forget to put your mailing address, otherwise we won't know where to mail the check, and we'll just go next to the next person. All right. So this is why Robert invited me here today, because he cares about you. He loves you. He wants to see you make money. I'm here to give away money. All right. And that's not just in the form cash right now, but I'm giving you money by lead prospecting. First of all, first thing I'm going to go over is this will set appointments for you automatically, and it is free. Okay, so what you would normally pay for a virtual assistant, this is doing it completely for free. And it does it really, really well because the virtual assistants are all bilingual. They're all driven by AI. They're amazingly fast. Okay, I think in February alone, real estate agents that are using this uploaded over 250,000 leads. And we have agents went back in the AI and said, stop, I'm getting too many appointments. Who wants to be in that situation? I'm getting too many appointments. So using it is really simple. As you can see here, you just chat with it, and there's a paperclip icon. You hit the paperclip icon and you upload the leads. Now, I'm going to go over this really quickly right now, but don't worry. You don't have to remember everything I'm saying right now because I'm going to show you how to actually learn this. Okay, so, and then I was talking to some of you earlier, and the question was, well, how do we get the leads? How do we get the cold list in here? What we do is we take your cold, old, stale list, and we make them into hot appointments. Okay, so all you do is whatever, you either use Outlook or whatever CRM system you use, or however you, I actually have a story of an agent who met a client at a bar, and they wrote the contact information, okay, of this home buyer on literally on the cocktail napkin. He took a picture of it, dropped it into Angel. 2 days later, he had an offer. So you can literally take a picture of anything, drop it in Angel, and she'll start nurturing it for you. Okay, next thing, how to attract more clients and buyers. So now you got your leads in here, you've got appointments being set, and oh, there's that QR code again. Don't forget, if you missed it last time, go in there, follow me, send me that DM, you will get cash. So now Robert's done a great job building a lot of marketing, and I think it's cutting edge. So I look at the stuff. What we do here is supplemental. Right? As I worked with agents throughout the country, they all had the same request, like, I need a better web storefront. I need more web presence. I need my site to rank up on top on Google search. Okay, so Angel AI will create your own personalized website for you. You give it takes like literally, I did this, we have workshops every day, every hour, and I listen on them most of the time just to see how they're going. And within 3 minutes, they put in their information and they're done. And they got a professional high-end website up and running. But the best part about the website is that it's backlinked, because Angel AI is backlinked from the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, from Fox News. Okay, and because we're backlinked, you become backlinked. So your sites get top of Google with your custom message, your custom brand. Again, totally free. I'm giving you away money. Oh, here's that QR code again, in case you missed it. Now, you want your listings also to be top of Google, right? And you want them on a platform that isn't selling other agents, right? I got to follow what this guy's saying and stay right here. Sorry. You get right. So because if you go to Zillow, these other sites, then it gets noisy. Okay. So again, you just chat with it, and it takes 3-4 minutes. You put information about your listing. You upload the pictures, and you just click the paperclip icon. And you upload the pictures. You're watching it do it right now, and you upload the pictures, and it will generate a professional listing website with financing options and up to the minute interest rates, like as of right now, and it's all dynamic and branded to you, only to you. Okay, so no other agents appear, no other ads appear, no pop-ups, nothing like that. It's only to you. No one's going to take your leads, and those leads come straight to you. And again, every time you create a listings page, what we've seen within about 24 hours, and you type in that address, any listing that's in Angel, within 24 hours, it's on the top of Google. Okay. Oh, wait, there's that QR code again. Who hasn't already followed me on Instagram? Is anybody here? Really? Huh? You don't have internet. Okay, well, write down my Instagram handle. It's PAVANAGARWAL_AI. Easy to remember. Follow me yesterday. Just send me a DM. Angel AI does one more thing. It goes one step further. After you get the lead, your appointment set, now you got an interested buyer, it will on demand issue 100% trusted true approval. Okay, so that means you answer about 20 questions, and this is what we're doing right here. The video is playing. It's literally anyone can do it. During the Super Bowl, we had people hitting the QR code, going in and applying, and we're watching them come in and out. Right? Consumers were getting a full loan application done in about 3 minutes. So it's only about 20 questions, and then it gives you a needs list. You just take a picture on your phone, you upload it, and you're done. Okay, and then on demand, it'll literally underwrite it on the spot and give a final approval. Okay, and so within typically an hour or two later, you get a final approval. That's it. There's no human underwriter. There's nothing else. It's 100% trusted. That means that if unless the bar is hit by a bus or something, we will stand behind the approval all the way to closing. Okay, so it's not a pre-qual, it's not a pre-approval. It is a final AI underwritten approval. And what's special about it is that it doesn't just work for the magical borrower. You know what the magical borrower is? In the magic box, 780, 800 credit score, right, with 20% down. Anyone can issue those approvals fast. No, this works for everything, all the way down to 500 credit score. 0% down, VA, 500 credit score borrowers, it will give you an approval that won't have to be underwritten by hand. And we put this out in the media. The result is that we've cut the decline rates of minority communities, and for the black community as much as half. Okay, so from 26% to 16%, and we've equalized it to the national average of the white decline rate. So we've literally solved the problem. Okay, and we've cut white decline rates down by 70%. Okay, so so across the board, on average, it's something like a factor of 1.6 across all ethnicities. We cut decline rates. That means, for every 2 loans that got declined, 1 of them should not have been declined. Okay, and why? It's because the AI is unbiased. The AI doesn't care. The AI doesn't care how many job changes you have. The AI doesn't care how many K1s you have. The AI doesn't care how complex your schedule of real estate is, right? How many letters of explanations you have. It doesn't care about all that. It's going to read it all, and it's going to do it all in minutes, and it's going to give you a decision. And if the decision, it cannot be wrong because whatever it is, I stand behind it. I will write the check. As agents, you don't want uncertainty. You don't want to submit an offer and say, well, I trust that this will get done. Here, because these are 100% trusted decisions, you can submit an offer with no loan contingency. Imagine a borrower with 580 credit score, VA, zero down, and this thing gives you an approval, and you can submit it with no loan contingency. Now, on a VA, of course, you still have an appraisal contingency because you got to do a lap appraisal. Okay, but you can do a no loan contingency. And this works just as well for a VA borrower at 580 credit score, a 12-month bank statement, $3 million jumbo borrower, okay, self-employed, or, prime jumbo, $3 million with money in the bank and 50K once, okay. So we literally have, and this whole system is for free. We have mortgage professionals, realtors across the country use it every single day, and they go, and if you go on our YouTube channel, you'll see them talking about how they stopped calculating income. They stopped looking at income documents themselves. They just go in there, they drop it in, and let it tell them what the income is. They don't bother anymore. Okay, so we made it that simple. That's the power of AI. So you've got your stale leads. You've converted them to appointments. You've converted the appointments into showings and listings. You've made offers. You've used the AI to make offers that are as good as cash offers because you can eliminate loan contingency now. You're all excited. You all want to learn how to use all this. And the question is, how do you go, obviously watching these quick little videos here is not enough, right? So this is how you can learn more. It takes about an hour, and they'll walk you through the whole process, and they'll teach you everything that I just went through in a quick flash. They will actually there's 1 hour workshops on demand. That means whenever you want it, okay, in business hours, a real life human expert trainer, expert coach will be available for you, right? All you have to do is send a text message to 332-264-3524, your name, your email address, and that you're a realtor, and what day and what hour you want your workshop. Okay, so workshops are on the hour, every hour, business Monday through Friday, business hours, in your local time. Okay, you send that text message, and you'll get a Zoom link by email within an hour or so. You'll get a Zoom link, and you just jump in on the workshop. And you can. What I find is agents will do 3 or 4 of these workshops. They'll do the first one, and then they'll use the system, and then they have more questions, and then they'll send another text message, and they'll register for another workshop. Right? So agents said, it takes a couple of times, they use it, you're going to get comfortable with it, you have more questions, and so the workshops are there, Monday through Friday, all day long, at your convenience. So there's no back and forth. So it's like everything else with the tech, it's all on demand. You say when, and my team shows up for you. There's a huge roadmap of a bunch of services that we're coming out with Angel AI this year. By the end of the year, we're going to have the full banking suite, online banking, student loans, credit cards, auto, insurance. So all of it will be in place for the next 12 months. So any consumer, anybody will be going to chat with this, say, I need a house insurance. It'll set them up. International at this point is US only. Our patents and trademarks are registered across the world, but the product right now is only focused on the US. The closest thing that we do to commercial is what we call DSCR loans, debt service coverage ratios. So those are residential homes where you're qualified only on the cash flow of the home. Right, so it can do those. So basically anything that's 1 to 4 family. There is no fee. It's free. It's 100% free. There's no catch. We're a tech company. We want to use the catches. We want users. We want you to love Robert. I want you to love me. That's why it's for free. I own 2 companies. I own a tech company and I own a national mortgage company. Okay, and then we also have partnership with banks throughout the country as well. So when the information comes in and we issue the approval, right, it will be backed and it will be approved under the license of my mortgage company. Okay, now you can take that approval, submit the offer, right? And you don't have to use the mortgage company, right? I just want you to use the software. I want you to be on the tech. And you've got the full loan approval, you know it's guaranteed, warranted, with the rates. Yes, real time with the rates. And you can also, if you choose to lock it in, you can lock it in at that time. If you don't want to, you don't want to. You can use whoever you want to use. It's entirely up to you. Okay. And then if you decide to continue forward with the approval, then my mortgage company will take care of it. Or one of our bank partners will take care of it. We have multiple bank partners on the platform. Okay. So ultimately, there's a whole other part of this, which is the whole blockchain crypto component, which is going to convert the whole loan approval into an NFT. That's coming out this month as well. So that means when you get the AI approval, you get a token, consumer gets a token, and they're done. You can literally swap the token for the house. That's in the works. It's on my YouTube channel. We actually demoed the whole process, proof of concept, 2 years ago. The system asked the client about, like I said, around roughly 20 questions, maybe 30, depending if they're self-employed or whatever. And then from those questions, from the way that the customer answers those questions, from the way the customer answers the questions, it then gives them a needs list, 5, 6 documents, like W-2s, pay stubs, or whatever, right? Because the questions it asks are very simple questions. It's not asking them many in-depth questions. And it wants the documents first. And then from the documents, then it fills in the loan application itself from the documents that you provide. Just before that, there was a question about appraisals. It works with appraisal vendors across the country. It'll order the appraisals. And if you ask it, hey, I need an appraisal in Seattle, Washington. You know, here's the address. How much will it cost? It'll tell you how much it costs. It'll ask you it'll give you the time frame and so forth. Yeah, if you download the app, if you go to Play Store or Android Store, you just search Angel AI and you download the app, and then it integrates with your camera, and you can use the camera phone to take a picture and upload. Or if you're on your desktop, you can hit the paperclip and upload from your PDF or pictures. Basically all residential loan products, FHA, VA, USDA, Freddie, Fannie, DPA, lots of DPA programs. Almost every DPA program in the country is in the system, including we have a custom DPA program, zero down FHA DPA program that works everywhere except New York. So yeah, it works for almost every DPA program you can imagine is in there. You could just go in there and ask and say, I'm in this city, this state, what DPA programs are available, and I'll tell you. Well, because that's good. The question was, you as a customer of Angel AI may or may not lock the rates, right? And his question is, why do I say may or may not lock? And the reason is because you have no obligation at all to use my affiliated lending services if you use Angel AI. You can use Angel AI all you want. I'm very happy if you just use Angel AI. And if you decide to use the lending services, great. If you don't, that's great too. So that's why. So if you're going to lock, then you're going to use the lending services that the affiliates provide. The 3-2-1 buy down. In fact, when you go in here and you ask it to create the listings site for you, right? It'll give you the different loan programs automatically. It'll generate those, and they all automatically have options for the buy downs. So first of all, this is not a new product. I've been using it since 2018. So we've done 200,000 deals through this in the last, 5, 6 years. Okay, so it's been tested. I've had the warranty out since 2019. I've written a check, 3, 4 times. Okay, so what does that mean? So that means the system issued an approval, and it made a mistake that it really shouldn't have approved that loan for whatever reason. Right? Maybe it thought the condo was warranted and it's not warranted or whatever. Okay, so now by writing a check means I now have a commitment out there. Right? My finance company has a commitment out there, but there's no place to sell that loan. Right? It's non-saleable. Okay, so I'll balance sheet the loan. Okay, so that's what that means. And I've got the pockets to be able to balance sheet these loans. Now, the reason I can give you the warranties because out of 200,000 loans, deals that we put through this thing, right, like 3 or 4 times, I've had to, and that was like in the first year of this thing being out. I own 2 companies. I own the tech company, the AI company, and I own financial services company. So if you choose to say, hey, go ahead and lock in that rate and proceed forward, that's when the warranty kicks in. Okay, now my lending company takes over. Okay, either directly with my lending company or one of the banks on our network. Everything is done almost without a human touch. So there is very low overhead. I can pass that savings on to you. And if you want to know the rates, you can go on Angel. You can go to askangel.ai and ask her about the rates. You can say, I'm a customer, what are the rates? And I'll give you the rates. It all gets bundled into the rates. And so what we do is we deliver a good competitive rate upfront. So if you go on Angel AI and you get the approval, right, and you give it the information and get the approval, right, you're going to get a very market competitive rate package. That should be right comparison with anybody else. Now, you can say, well, I love my current loan officer, which you should. Loan officers work really hard. You want to continue to use him? Great, use him. You use Angel AI because it will save you a lot of time and money. You say, I want to buy down the rate. It'll ask you whether you want temporary or permanent buy down, and it'll give you the options. It does refinance as easily as it does a purchase. If you have your own domain, okay, so the website that this creates, it'll be, what's your name, man? Jessica? Yeah, so it can create a website for you like angelai.com/Jessica. Okay, now you may have your own domain, jessicarealty.com. So there's a way that you can take angelai.com/Jessica and encapsulate it, okay, frame it inside jessicarealty.com, okay, and our support team can show you how to do that. Right? Well, our support team can show your engineering team how to do it. It's like 10 lines of code. Well, the whole thing is secure, right? And all our data centers are SaaS or SOC 2 compliant and so forth. And this is a banking regulated app. Okay, so and you'll see when you use it, it does many layers of security checks. And when you attend a workshop, they'll walk you through registering, creating an account, and you'll get an idea of how secure it is. Right? And to the point where people get annoyed with the level, it's constantly checking for your cross-verifying that you got the right email and the cell phone number. But that's really important. Question is, how does AI know how to review a condo? It's going to ask for the condo docs. So you as an agent, if you have the condo docs, you upload it. If you don't, it'll go out and contact the HOA and get the documents. The condo questionnaire comes from the HOA. So if you don't have the condo questionnaire with you, if you don't have that information, it's okay. It knows it's a condo, right? So when you put in the property address, it knows it's a condo, and it will go out and reach out directly to the HOA and ask for the condo questionnaire. Now, the problem is, and you've all been in real estate a long time, there's a lot of HOAs don't cooperate, right? They don't give you information, and we'll call and do everything we can to convince them to complete the questionnaire and send it to us, right? And if they still don't cooperate, then we'll call you and say, hey, this condo is not cooperating. Can you help? If you're interested, please sign up for a workshop. Right? You can it's basically one-on-one. Right? Sometimes there are 2 or 3 people on it. It's at your convenience, any hour, any day. Right? Working hour, any day. To send a text message 332-264-3524. Your name, your email address, that you're a realtor, and the day and time that you want the workshop. And the trainers that we have on there, they're experts. They've been doing it a long time. They're all real estate and loan experts. And they'll show you the system and they'll answer all your questions. And like I said, we have people doing it 2 or 3 times, right? And they get more and more into it. And then we also have a booth outside. A bunch of our reps are there. You can keep asking me and whatever questions you have. Thank you.
Nothing is beyond reach. Angel AI. AI you can bank on.